So-called prophecy is actually not something mysterious. It's just like common sense. We know what can happen. Like we know that after winter, spring will come.
If we don't follow those instructions, if we get off of that instructions, the world might turn over if we're not purified.
ขอไปทึกควายตามอาวินตันพมฮิจัดเอาปีเตนขัดปานวัดปิดนักอวีถึงมัน
It already started. The nature's already telling us the earthquakes, and this winter the flowers has bloomed. That means that we're real close to a purification. So we're already starting the purification.
But yet, in the glory of all this technology and might that we have acquired, we remain blind.
In life, the people. And the plant life also tell us. Flowers, different types, will tell us also. Something is happening and something. We came to live in peaceful way upon this continent, or this land of life the Great Spirit gave us. We were not to fight each other. We're not to create and destroy things senselessly. Not in line with the law of Great Spirit, but law of nature, and creating this problem. We are all given instructions to take care of this land and life according to the law of Great Spirit, the law of nature. And that is what I'm doing. And I hope that you leaders or you who are belonging to some society that may be able to help correct these things, better hurry up and look into this and correct them as soon as possible.
We are really in deep trouble right now. And it's time that modern society, governments, people, everyone, right, make a serious beginning in respecting not only nature, but the people who have protected nature, like indigenous people, and redeem, atone. And we cannot say, well, it's not of my concern because somebody did the stealing and the murdering for me so many generations ago. The fact that we are enjoying wealth, this technology and the resources, that doesn't take away that we don't have any more responsibility. I see the return, successful return to the natural world, or that means voluntarily, not by force, because nature will force us into that if we don't do it ourselves, is to empower the Aboriginal people, not just only the Native American, but all over the world, Australia, Africa, whatever is left of that wisdom, of that knowledge, that education.
So if we fix this right, then maybe a few people will be safe around this world, not just here in Hopi, but all around the world, that will survive this purification, and we would all meet here in this continent, which we call heaven. Then all the people will come up to Hopi Nation to start a new life and live a long, happy, lasting life. After that, there will be no wars, anything like that. We will live in peace and start a new life again. This is what Martin has told me. So we need to start working for the Creator to survive this world.
aus rotem Kraut und Pilzen einen Trank bereiten.
Christianity started at the fall of the Roman Empire. The oldest civilization on earth is that of Sumer, ancient Sumer, which is in the area of the Tigris and Euphrates, Iraq and Iran, the southernmost part of Turkey, right? Sumer, then the Akkadians, then the Babylonians, where if you read the Bible, Yahweh cast out the Jews and they were made prisoner by the Babylonians, right? Babylonians were two civilizations after the Sumerians. The Sumerians the oldest. We have many Sumerian texts written in cuneiform. And in those texts are the progenitors of the major stories you hear in the Judeo-Christian Bible. Different names, but exactly the same happenings, exactly the same characteristics with Noah, Adam and Eve, and all of that. But what the Sumerians have that the Bible doesn't have is connection with star beings. They call them Anunnaki. They actually say in the Sumerian text that the Anunnaki created humankind. Now the Bible that we have today is not the complete Bible. You have the book, they call them books. The book of Job, the book of Mark, John, Luke, all of those, right? But in the 1947 and 45, there were some texts found in Nag Hammadi and Qumran in Egypt with some of these other books. Like there's a book of Enoch that talks about star beings. In the First Ecumenical Council in 525 of the Catholic Church, they reviewed all the books and decided some of them should not be kept in the Bible. So the Bible that we all are going by now is not complete. Right, the Council of Nicaea, 525. So those books are still in the Vatican. And I suspect that they're the ones that talk about star beings. And that's a long story to say. I think there's more similar.
We believe that increased toxicity levels in the Earth's oceans are a clear indication that second to last sign is already upon us of the current period of time, as they have in past time. Their entire mythology is built upon the assumption that the world goes through successive cycles separated by cataclysmic events. According to their legends, at the time of the Blue Kachina, the star people retreated to the heart of the earth, seeking shelter. After a time, we will again work with our brothers from the stars and rebuild this earth. But not until the purifier has left his mark upon the universe. No living thing will go untouched here or in the heavens. The way through this time is said to be found in our hearts and reuniting with our spiritual self, getting simple and returning to living with and upon this earth in harmony with her creatures. Remembering we are caretakers, the fire keepers of the spirit,